1, you were asked if during your relationship with Tatiana, have you ever given money that Tatiana gave you to your ex-girlfriend? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. We asked you if you were at the store 2 weeks ago kissing your ex-girlfriend like Tatiana's mother Frida says you were. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. And you were asked, Tiana, if you really plan on marrying Tatiana. You said yes. The lie detector determined that was a lie. We asked you during your relationship with Samara, have you had sexual contact with any other women besides Samara's mother, Tamara? You said no. The lie detector determined that's a lie more than 2 times. We asked you, Robert, would you rather be in a relationship with Samara's mother, Tamara, rather than Samara? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Samara for her mother Tamara. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I don't care.
You were asked, Jimmy, if you ever tried to come on to any of Shaquana's friends in a sexual way. You said no. The lie detector determined you're telling the truth.
I am so glad.
You were asked if you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Patricia during your relationship with her. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Wait a second. You were asked when you leave early in the morning and don't return home until late at night, are you having sexual intercourse with anyone other than Patricia? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. I want you to sit down here, and I don't want you to get out of your seat till we finish. Shaquana, we're going to get it all done. We're going to hear everything. Better to hear everything now. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is when she needs you. She doesn't need you on the ground. Jimmy, you were asked if you gotten paid in exchange for sexual favors during your relationship with Patricia. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You were asked if using Patricia for her money. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. What's that?
I'm done with you. I don't even want you no more. I'm done with you.
So we gave you a list of questions to answer, Shalini, and you answered them. We're going to find out the truth here in this lie detector test, okay? You were asked if you've had sex with anyone other than the one boy your mom knows about. The lie detector determined you've had sex with more than 5 different boys. Shalini, you were asked if you ever had sex or sexual contact with a boy in the bathroom at school. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You had oral sex with the guy.
Oh, you got it. Oh, my God.
You were asked if you're having unprotected sex and trying to get pregnant. The lie detector determined you've done so more than 5 times trying to get pregnant.
I know what I did.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
And you were asked if you've ever had sex in your mother's house. And the lie detector determined you've had sex in your mother's house more than 5 different times.
What? You know what I did? I ain't got to explain myself to nobody.
What?
My house?
Nobody.
That is my privacy.
Nobody.
Well,
That
guess
is
what?
my house. That's not yours.
Guess what? You've got to explain yourself to your mother because your mother is the person who takes... You were asked if you've ever had sex with anyone other than the one boy your mom knows about. The lie detector determined you've had sex with more than 20 boys. Erica, let's get all of these answers up. You were asked if you had sex with the 24-year-old that you got caught with by the police with the hotel key in your pocket. You said no, and the lie detector determined that was a lie.
God, that is not true.
You were asked if you had oral sex in the stairwell apartment building.
True.
That nasty thing you said you didn't do. You said no, and the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Mama, that's not true. This is a lie detector test, Dajay. Mama, that's not true. Dajay, you want to call him and ask him? You want to call him and ask him?
You were also asked if you've ever had sex in your mother's house. And the lie detector revealed you've had sex in your mother's house more than 5 times.
That is a lie.
Here.
Are you serious?
We suspected these things anyway, okay? We're going to start to deal with it. But you've got to get up here. You've got to get up here, dear. You can't. You don't.
Oh, my God. Dajay, what are you doing? Dajay.
Now look, this is the worst moment of this day, okay? After this, things are going to get better because we have...
And everything.
I see. Well, let's find out what the truth was, okay? We're going to do that right now, okay? You're going to find out right now. Okay, Ashley, you were asked if you ever had sex with anyone other than the 2 boys that your mother knows about. The lie detector determined you've had sex with more than 5 different boys. You were asked, besides the one time your mother knows about, have you had unprotected sex? You said no. The lie detector determined you had unprotected sex more than 10 times.
You don't know how hard it is.
You were asked if you've done any drugs besides the one time your mother knows about in terms of pot. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You smoked pot more than 20 times, and you've done other drugs more than 5 times. Ashley, we have a lot of work to do with you. And guess what? You know what I think? The fact that you're here means I think you want to change.
I don't want to sit by him.
You sit right here. Okay. David, you were asked if the work time cards are off by hours because during the missing hours you're having sexual intercourse with a woman other than Samantha. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Why would you do this to me? We have a kid together and you're just going to do this to me?
You were asked if during your relationship with Samantha you've ever paid a woman for sexual favors. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. More than one woman.
You're
more than
gone.
twice.
I am so done with you. I am so done with you.
You were asked during your relationship with Samantha, have you ever had sexual intercourse with your ex, who Samantha is most worried about? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie more than 5 times.
I'm done. I am so done with you. I am done with you. You will never see us again.
And David asked if you regret marrying Samantha. You said yes. And admitted to our lie detector administrator that you do, in fact, regret marrying Samantha. You were asked, besides the time Karen knows about, have you had sex with any woman other than Karen? You said no. The lie detector determined That was a lie. More than 3 women, more than 10 times.
What?
You were asked, besides the times Karen knows about, if you had sex with your ex-girlfriend. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You were asked, do you regret having a affair with Sarah so young? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.